Welcome to the Collaborate MD overview. Collaborate MD is one of our suggested and preferred billing systems. It's internet-based and very inexpensive compared to other systems. They have pay-per-claim plans, which are good for those just starting out, and other plans that average around $300 per month. They're also partnered with companies like Practice Fusion, so if you have a client that uses Practice Fusion as an EHR system, you can pull their charts and import them into Collaborate MD to bill from there. They have ERA processing, EOB, where the ERA/EOB is stored, and a place to generate reports. Collaborate MD also has some great tutorials and training. When you sign up, you get an initial training for free. After that, training costs around $100, but you won't need it because their Knowledge Center offers plenty of tutorials, how-to videos, and step-by-step instructions. If we click on Claim Videos, we can see how to create professional claims and how to create institutional claims. No matter what system or website you use to bill, you'll always use the same information. This is why we trained with the paper forms first, because even though we're doing it electronically, that is the essence of billing. So you see they have how-to videos here, PDFs where you can follow step-by-step, articles. All of this is very helpful for a new biller, and when you sign up, your account representative can walk you through it. So this is the home screen that you'd see when you log in. We're going to go to Patients and learn how to set up a new patient. We'll click New Patient, and of course, everything we enter will be sample information. The red fields are required. You don't have to enter a Social Security number. I try not to keep Social Security numbers on file if I don't have to. If your client has an EHR, that information is already stored there, so there's no need to carry it over on the claim. This is why we have insurance ID numbers. If you're doing a claim for a deceased person, you'd enter the date of death. We're going to go down to the insurance type, and insurance here is sufficient. We'll add an address. These fields aren't mandatory. Driver's license, etc. None of these relate to a claim. You only need to focus on what you need to bill. Then we want to go to the Insurance tab, and we'll add a new insurance. If there's only one payer, then it'll be primary. If they have more than one, you want to choose the primary insurance first and then add the secondary. Is the patient the insured person? We want to say yes. If they were on their spouse's plan, for example, you'd choose No and enter their spouse's information. In this case, it's her plan, so we'll choose Self. Same as patient contact information. We'll choose Yes. Of course, if it were different, we'd enter the applicable information. Here we'll specify the payer. We'll choose Group Policy, and we'll just say it's Aetna. We'll put the ID number, Group ID, and other information from the insurance card. If you want to add the copay, coinsurance, and deductible, that is good for documentation. We'll add the dates and click Add. So now her insurance information populates here. If she ever became inactive, you would just click Inactive here. If this payer had the eligibility feature available in CMD, you'd be able to click Eligibility, and it would take you to the eligibility screen. Under Billing Information, you can send bills. If you need to bill the patient for their copay or a portion of the bill, you can send a statement from here. Claim Defaults. Who does the claim default to? Here, it says it will default to the provider you're working for and lists their location. We generally leave these three blank because this can vary from patient to patient. Default code. So for diagnosis, ICD-10, we can put a diagnosis code. If they come regularly for the same service, you can enter a CPT code if you know you're going to bill them frequently for that service. Include accident and illness information on claims. If they were in a car accident or something like that, you'd note that here. Last menstrual date, if they were admitted in the hospital, that information would go here. This section you'll generally use for inpatient claims, but for the most part, the most beneficial part of this section is the CPT and ICD-10 codes. Because as you will see in the CMD claims demonstration, the CPT and diagnosis field will default here and you won't have to enter them again. Now we are ready to save. As you can see, she now has an account number. All of her information is here, and we can just click on it to see everything we've entered. If you want to make the patient inactive, you can do so here instead of deleting the whole file. Here, you can view the activity, and since she's a new sample patient, there's nothing here. But this is where you would see her claims, adjustments, payment plans, payment history, etc. And that concludes our new patient setup. We'll see you in the next lesson.